Where we last left our heroes, they have vanquished the head of the Free Traders, the drug-making branch of the underworld in Dragon's Rest, and discovered quite a few horrific things, including a green vial of gaseous, maybe liquidish substance that seemed to leave off a bit of a burning sensation, even just in the vial itself. They also discovered in the laboratory the alchemist known as Jeffrey Jefferson, who has been enslaved by the Free Traders to work on their vile experiments. With the head of this organization gone, and all of the objects and people that could be scrounged out of there being brought in and processed by the town constabulary, it is only a matter of time till we see what the underworld will move on to next. And as the sun sort of is peeking up over the mountains, you guys are basically heading whichever ways you will to try to get a little bit of shut-eye before your next big adventure.
Yeah, can we rest, please?
Oh, absolutely. Where would you guys like to head? I'm imagining you and Wolfgang would head back to Wolfgang's place.
I would like to go to the free hotel, the Connolly Manor.
All right, everybody's heading back to the Connolly house.
Actually, I would like to stop by a church before then, if I could.
Oh, sure. There's a Church of the God of Life. Little out of the way of where you were heading, but it's not too far, like not so far out of the way that it's, taking any of your time up. But you see the, essentially the deacon of the church kind of like dusting off the, like brushing off the steps of the church as he's coming out and setting up for the morning. He sees you approach and gives you a warm welcome. Ah, salutations.
Hello there.
You look like you've had a bit of a long night.
I have. May I come inside?
Oh, absolutely. We welcome any of the sun's flock. Please.
I'll
ushers you in.
Yeah, I'll walk inside.
The church is very well built. It's polished white marble on the inside. On the outside, it's just very nice carved hewn stone. On the inside, there's a lot of warm, light-colored wood that seem to make up the pews of this church, chapel, whatever you want to call it. And lots of imagery of the sun. You're very familiar with it by now. This particular sigil being of the god of life. Lots of hewn marble and very well crafted interior to this place. As the deacon lets you in, I believe is there anything I can do for you, sir?
Yeah. I think I was exposed to something tonight, and I didn't want to go home with a small child before knowing what it was.
Oh, well, dear, I'll definitely take a look at you here, sir. Please have a seat. And he ushers you over to a marble-hewn bench and starts washing his hands in what appears to be like a sacramental water dish.
Mm-hmm. I'll take off my coat and start rolling up my sleeve.
All right. As you roll up your sleeve, you notice that area where that gentleman touched you, the skin seems to have a bit of a rash to it, and it's a little itchy. It's been itchy for a bit, but, you've been going through enough that it hasn't been something you've been focusing on. The deacon comes back to you and says, all right, let's have a look at you here. And he takes a look down at the troubled area of your arm. Oh, that's a bit of a rash.
Yeah.
Starts to chant a little bit under his breath as his eyes and hands begin to glow. From the language that he's speaking, doesn't take a whole lot for you to tell that he's just trying to identify what's going on with you, what might be ailing you. And Oh, you got quite a burn there, sir. It's a bit deep.
Burn?
Yes. Been messing around with odd chemicals or something.
Something like that.
Oh. See what I can do for you. And he begins to cast a restoration spell on your arm. It seems to do, like the rash appears to dissipate as he runs his hands over it. And as far as you can tell, it looks like the damage that was done was healed.
But I have a gauze wrapping.
Well, with the Lord's light, hopefully that shouldn't be too necessary. But I would give those clothes a good wash before you introduce those to your infant, sir.
Fair enough.
Is there anything else I can do for you, fine folk here tonight?
No, you've done plenty. Thank you. I'll hold
I
up
mean,
my
like,
I'll hold out my opposite hand to shake it.
Asma's just kind of sitting in a pew the whole time. I mean, like, do you think that's gonna do anything to whatever that guy was made out of?
Pardon?
That's. Asma just realizes what he said.
We fought an angry cloud.
Yes, we did.
Oh, adventurers, are you?
How is Asmo feeling?
Asmo, like, ultimately, you're touch fatigued. You're definitely feeling tired at this point, but go ahead and give me a... Let's go with medical check on yourself here.
8. Oh my god. Excuse me.
8? You feel more tired than anything else. Your throat's a little bit dry, but I mean... Anyway, the deacon takes the hand that you're offering, Wolfgang, kind of clasps it between his two hands and gives you a polite bow as he kind of like holds your hand. Doesn't really shake it. May the Lord's light bless your way. And kind of lets go of your hands. You actually have the effect of a bless spell on you right now.
I think he already has. Thank you, Father.
Absolutely. And he goes back about, he re-washes his hands in the sacramental waters and starts going back to his sweeping.
All right, I'm going to grab my coat. I'm not going to wear it. I am going to start prestidigitationing it all the way home.
All right, like I said, the dust and soot from the sewer definitely cleaned off, though you're not sure if there's any sort of like deeper contamination that you can't get out with prestidigitation. It is a spell that's meant to clean off soot and rubbish, but it's not ultimately something that decontaminates.
Mm-hmm.
So Asmo's wearing his clothes. He's gonna ask Wolfgang, "Why are you doing that to your jacket over and over again? You already got the soot and everything off of it. You're just kind of like, you showing off, or what are you doing?"
Slow turns to him. I have an infant child at my house. We were exposed to not only what Fumadin was up to, but all sorts of nastiness down there. He's a growing boy. His immune system isn't like ours.
Asmo just kind of looks down. Ah, crap, I think you're right. Dang, it's like the only set of clothing I have.
I'll prestidigitation both T-Wig and Asmo.
You said it's like it needs to be decontaminated? What does that mean?
I'll have our clothes washed with cold water.
Okay, do you have like a big shirt I can wear?
I could probably find something for you.
Did you have like a large uncle?
Raises his eyebrow for a second, thinking.
I do not need clothes.
You know that whatever clothes that are in your house are typically going to be yours at this point, just because of the nature in which you acquired your home back.
Ah, yes. Blackmail.
Yes.
There's like a nice suit in there. Do you think?
Probably.
Did all the Locksley's clothing still there? Did you toss them all out?
You sold a lot of Locksley's things just to basically pay for the rebuilding and refurbishment of your home back to its original self.
Yeah. Locksley's clothing was better as money than what was served me.
Oh, well, I'll bum an outfit off of. Now I'm all worried about my clothing. Because, again, I don't know, that green glow stuff, man, it left me feeling kind of weird.
I'll find you a fucking outfit, Asmo. Jeez.
Okay, well, let's fine, let's do it. Oh, and T-Wig. I think we need to sleep off everything tonight, but T-Wig, you mentioned something about, like you wanted to go do something tomorrow involving a...
Oh yeah, I have to give a mule back.
Why did you take the mule in the first place?
Well, it was kind of like an emergency, and the mule agreed, so it wasn't really stealing now that I think about it.
I know you say that so casually, but I actually know that there's a good chance the mule said that to you. And don't forget, we got like a... I'm just gonna say it'd be smart to skip town, you know? After everything we just did, we pretty much just went up to the local gang scene and just lit fire to a good side of it, so... There's gonna be some shifting and a bit of a power vacuum, you know what I mean? And the last thing you want to do is get... What?
Asmo, I did it though. Remember in my training where I was like, this place belongs to me? That happened. Well, kind of. It doesn't belong to me anymore, but I destroyed it.
That's true.
I
By
tore
the
my
way...
system down.
I shake both fists in the air.
I want to say something to you, T-Wig. As we're walking up the road. You really stepped up down there. At first, I was nervous bringing you. I mean, it's a gang-related thing, you know? It takes subtlety and stuff like that. You went in there and you freaking... Dude, you... Man, you made that so much easier.
Yeah, I think we did really good.
I want you to know, Aswell just slaps T-Wig on the shoulder. I think you would make a great gangster.
I gently grab Asmo's hand and like lift it off my shoulder.
No.
No. Just think about it. What if you only like were a gangster to other gangsters?
I don't like that.
Here's how you can start off. We can start off this way. You could make the donkey join, right?
But he's not my donkey. He's his own donkey, who technically is friends with another man. So, you know, it's kind of awkward doing that.
Well, nonetheless, you did really good today.
I mean, I did it for you guys, but I do not think that I could do it for myself. You know what I mean?
Not really.
I'm already associated with enough criminals as it is.
Well, you're associated with me and who else?
The Fey Runner.
Don't compare me to him.
That's what Squiddy eye.
I think he was referring to Flicks.
What about her?
We're associates.
That's like 2 criminals.
Yeah, that's more than I want.
I was not found guilty by a court of my peers.
You were arrested, though.
So are you.
I was too, but I shouldn't have been.
Yeah, it's still crazy you got arrested.
I have feelings about that.
To be fair, the man who arrested us is batshit insane, so...
That's true. But yeah, we probably should skip town, though. Seriously. You want to go take care of that donkey? Fine, by all means. But don't forget, we can go to that cave up north. Might be good to get out of town, lay a little bit low for a bit for all this to settle.
What about that book, though?
We've still got more things to do in town, though.
What?
Yeah.
What book? What book?
The Whistlesteel book.
Oh, was it a good book?
Yes.
It's very important. It might be the only thing that help us make Bahum better.
You approach.
Don't worry, Asmo.
Oh, sorry.
I'll protect you, Asmo.
Oh, well, that's so kind. Thanks, gangster.
As you approach Wolfgang's house, you see the donkey out front just kind of chewing up the front garden a little bit. Hasn't eaten any trees or anything, but the flowers are noticeably depleting. As it's just been kind of sitting out there.
I slowly turn to Wolfgang.
I am so sorry.
Send it home.
I can't talk to it right now. I'm completely spent.
I'll send it home in the morning then.
Okay.
As you guys... Oh, sorry.
Asmo walks in just like,
If I'm crashing here tonight, do you have like a spare bedroom I can use?
It's a fucking mansion.
I don't know what room is what room.
Yes, we do have spare rooms.
Thank you. What floor is it on?
I'll show you the room. Come.
Okay, can you ask Jamot to bring me a fresh set of clothing?
You say that as you walk in. Jamat's actually in the dining room area. He pops out. Oh, you're back. Hello, sirs. T-Wig, Asmo.
Hey, Jamot. Quick thing. We fought like a smoke monster guy, and I'm not fully understanding, but he may or may not be poison of some sort. So, I don't know if this could be cleaned.
Asmo just kind of pulling at his like black, his dark rag, like his dark like rogue's rags, essentially.
I don't know if this is clean or can be disinfected or whatever. But if you got any spare clothes, like if I can borrow them, that'd be great.
That shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Keep them away from the baby.
Right. I will definitely.
Asmo just winks at Wolfgang as he says that. Winks and points.
Rolls his eyes.
I'll definitely make sure that Master Elliot doesn't come into contact with the laundry then.
You should probably wear gloves as well.
That bad, huh, sir?
I thought all butlers wear gloves.
What happened to me last night was beyond my magic to cure.
Well, I'll wear 2 pairs then.
Probably for the best.
By the way, young Master Hackless stepped by a little earlier last evening, as did, Miss Venariel. Master Hackless left these for you, sir. He sets a couple of boxes, points out a couple of boxes that are sitting by your chair on the, nightstand table over there. And Miss Venariel mentioned that Mr. Loxley would be stopping by today to assist in the allocation of the book if you wish to be a party to this. But you look like you could use some rest for right now, and I should tend to those clothes.
Leave them in a pile outside the room.
He basically brings out like a big old tin wash tub for you guys to huck your dirty clothes into.
Asmo begins to strip.
And Jamak goes back to just dusting stuff and making sure everything's set for the morning, prepping Elliot's breakfast.
Hey, Wolfgang?
Yes, T-Wig.
I'm not staying here tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to Timry's.
Okay. I'll,
half of my face is gone. I just, I don't like that. That's not normal.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I'll be back in the morning. Any details about the book and stuff, let me know, okay?
Okay. Well, probably... Let's meet up around, our usual meeting spot.
This place? Or the
small...
place with all the meat?
The meat house.
Okay.
We earned the meat house tomorrow.
Technically, it's today, as it is currently breakfast time. Like, very early breakfast time, but breakfast
Quiet,
time,
God!
It's dawn.
I'm thinking.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows what time it is in-game.
By the way, I am naked. I am going without any clothes on, but I'm a robot, so it's fine.
Yeah, you look like a suit of armor to anybody that's doesn't have a discerning eye.
Damn.
It's okay. You don't have to rub it in. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
Asmo,
You definitely get some glances as you start walking around the street.
Yeah.
Asmo turns to Jamat.
Can I get a towel to cover up the nether regions?
He comes from around. He comes from around and gives you a rag. That's
Thank
all
you
I
very
got at the
much.
moment, sir.
I need one longer.
I start slapping Asmo on the back. Just go to your fucking room.
Okay, can I have it? Is there a place where I can soak?
Yeah, there's a washroom upstairs.
Yay!
Asmo slithers up the stairs.
In fact, this place is so big it has two.
Ooh.
Shit.
Yeah, the lap of luxury. All right, so Jamat goes about cleaning your clothing and continuing his daily. Do you take the boxes that were left for you, Wolfgang?
Yeah, I do.
All right, on the inside you find your bullets. You have 10 that are kind of like pulsing with a yellow energy, a light yellow energy that seem to ebb off these runes that are carved into the side of these mithril bullets. And in the other box you find 9 that are pulsing a light blue and 1 that is vibrantly glowing kind of a light blue. And there's a note in that box.
How many of the each?
There's 10 lightning and 10 rounds that essentially it'll do the bullets damage but in lightning, and 9 of regular frost bullets. And then there's one in that frost box that seems to be absolutely like pulsing, glowing with this blue cold energy. And there's a note in that box.
Okay, I will read the note first.
It explains in great detail that he got really into crafting, especially with the element of ice, seeing as he's also working with Asmo's frostbite. And this particular bullet will have a special effect when it is fired. He is not sure exactly what it will do, but he knows that it is stronger than the other bullets.
Special frost. Okay, I will put all those away.
All right, ferret those away and go about to your resting ritual.
Mm-hmm.
All right, meanwhile, T-Wig, you're walking out amongst the streets, and as you are, as you expected, like there aren't a whole lot of people out and about at this time. There are a few people that are starting to set up their shops and stuff like that in town center. A couple of them pay you no mind. Some of them like give you like a double look as you're walking by.
Just kind of spin my ear in my hand because it fell off.
Yeah, they're definitely curious about those that take an interest are definitely curious about exactly what is going on with you. But you find your way over to Talos and Timry's, which looks to be closed at the moment.
I grab the handle and I jostle it a little bit.
You see eye peek over the window. It's like it's a bloodshot eye, and there's this messy blonde hair above it. Oh! Comes around. You see a very, very tired Hackless as he opens the door. Hi!
Hi.
We're not open, but come on in.
Okay.
I just duck in.
Where is Timry?
Oh, he slept in his workshop last night. Want me to wake him up?
No, I'll do that. You appear to be having ocular issues.
No, I've just, I started working more on that knife, and I'm really excited because I think I've cracked what it's supposed to be, and if it is, then it's gonna be really cool.
Yes, cool, because it uses ice. I get that.
And I do like finger crossbows towards him.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm gonna use that. Wait,
Okay.
I just did.
I slowly just step backwards, like cautiously, just like not really sure how to handle this man.
Yeah, he seems relatively sleep deprived, even for an elf that does not require that much sleep. He seems like he's been going like 90 miles an hour for probably a couple of days. And he walks back behind the counter, pulls the lever that opens up Timry's workshop, and goes back behind what seems to be a small divider wall, and you start seeing these light glue glows emanating from that area as he sits back down and gets back to work.
Okay, I just kind of descend down like nervously, just kind of rolling my shoulders.
All right, you walk down into Timry's lab. It's a bit dark down here. It doesn't look like it's been illuminated yet by any form of magic or otherwise. He probably turned everything off as he went to sleep. But
do I see him asleep?
Do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
Then no, but you do hear a...
Dang, I can snuff out fires. I can't make fires. Can I use my hearing to detect where the gnome is?
Yeah, with your passive perception, it's not very hard. He's, from your memory of the room, he's just kind of down at workbench number 2, I guess, just kind of halfway down the room.
Okay. I will, as carefully as I can, make my way over there. And I'll crouch down, like I'll squat down.
Timmy. Timmy. Timmy.
I make an alarm clock noise, just manually.
God, fuck! Oh, yeah. He like you feel a bop on the top of your head, like not a hard one, but kind of like a gentle. What is? He claps his hands twice, just and these magical like glowing yellow lights that you're used to down here pop on. Hey, his eyes adjust and notices you. Oh, what are you doing? What?
That's really cool. I'm gonna clap my hands twice.
You clap your hands twice. It gives a little clang clang. The lights don't seem to go off.
Oh.
Let's go. What happened? What happened? He starts pointing at the side of your head. What happened there?
I thought the most angry cloud.
Was it made of acid?
Yes, I think.
Oh God. Yeah, you look a little worse for wear there. Come here. Let's
All right.
take a look at you. He starts yawning and just stretching about. How early is it?
The sun has risen.
Alright, I guess that's early enough. I suppose I should just be up now.
While you're
Alright.
doing this, I'm going to, go. You know what I mean? Like,
Zone out?
yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I understand. Let's see what we got here. He flips down some goggles and starts looking you over as you zone out, and he gets back.
Yeah.
He gets to work on his repairs.
Okay.
And you guys all take the equivalent of the shortest possible long rest.
Exactly 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly 8 hours, as it is now approximately like 2 in the afternoon or so. 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Kind of hard to tell as you jostle yourself up. Just not used to sleeping at this time of day. Kind of helps you get up. And T-Wig, as you get up, as you reawaken, or whatever it is that you're coming out of, as you zone back in, you see that Timry is currently applying some He's definitely cast Mend on you a few times to fix up some of the pieces, but you're back up into ship shape, and he's currently rationing back on your ear after finding some replacement bits.
I kind of flick the ears around.
That should do it.
Thank you.
I just kind of stand there awkwardly.
Try not to get into fights with any more clouds. At least the clouds that are that angry.
Cannot make any promises in that regard. Here.
And I dig through my stuff.
Here is
I just hand him 20 gold. I don't know how much the amount is. I'm just going to hand him 20 gold.
There's money.
It's not necessary, but thank you. I'll be able to use it for my next few projects at the very least.
Well, I was thinking more like if I do get, more banged up, at least, if you need, like a leg or something.
Oh, God. Please don't. Please don't lose a leg. Those are so hard to find.
I know. That's why I'm saying, just in case.
Okay. I'll keep that at the ready then, I suppose.
Timry?
Yes, T-Wig?
Try to sleep.
Oh. I was.
I know, I felt bad. You're very lucky.
It's alright. I should probably be getting up anyway.
Okay.
And I run up the stairs.
Clang, 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 clang. You still get that, as you come up, you can tell that Hackless is still hard at work, and you see Talos there now reading a paper. Ah, you've been here.
Yeah.
Was wondering what's going on down there.
How are you?
Oh, I'm dandy. Business has been doing well. Old Hackless back there seems to be doing quite well with his stuff. You hear like what seems to be like a crystallized hum from behind that dividing wall as the air kind of like glows that light blue again. He always gets so into his work. It's admirable, really.
That's good. But he should sleep. I know elves don't sleep, but he should, rest.
He'll find the time. He'll find the time. I try not to mess with his function too much. His process is different. It's his own.
That's fair. Everything has its own process.
Anything I can help you with? He says as he's kind of like looking up from his paper.
I look around. No one else is with me this time. I'm alone here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Besides Hackless.
First time in a bit that you've been alone in Talos and Timry's.
Hey, Talos.
Hmm?
If you ever find one, could you set aside a scroll of Speak with Dead for me?
Not many of those coming by down here. Necromancy not exactly a smiled upon sort. Interesting that you'd ask. But, should I just so happen to come across one, I'll be sure to set it aside for you.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. Could we keep this on the down low, too?
With that spell, anything involving that, yes, I most certainly will. Kind of gives you a wink.
I wink back. Alright, I should go. Bye.
I just run out the door.
Bye, he says as he goes back to his paper. And you begin heading back off to the meat house?
Yeah.
Alright, you head off to the meat house. Meanwhile, Asmo, Wolfgang, you guys, after it was a very unrestful evening. Well, day, I guess. Because no matter what you throw over those windows, you can only block out so much sunlight. It's easily, significantly warmer during the day, but you wake up as the sun continues to hit your eyes and just decide, it's good enough. You've gotten a full rest in there. And outside your door on a series of like on a small rack, you find your outfits that have been laundered by Jamat.
Oh, service like this. I never want to leave.
Asmo grabs all his outfit and walks, closes the door.
From riches to rags.
He puts all his clothing on. There you go. Heads on downstairs.
Thanks, Jamat. Clothes look good.
You get no reply.
Jamat!
Wolfgang, as you're coming downstairs after getting changed, you hear just Asmo yelling for Jamat. You're not hearing a reply either.
Jamat!
Twists his back, pops his joints. Oh, shut up.
Hey! No, ask for Jamat. I want to thank Jamat for, like, mending my clothes. He's nowhere to be seen. Did he leave? Do you let him leave? Like, what's the deal? Is he, like, your servant or, like,
What are you
friend?
fucking... He's my butler, not my slave.
Okay.
I let him do whatever he wants. He might have left. I just figured he would have left something behind if he said he was leaving.
Yeah, as you walk down, you do spot a note that's sitting on your right next to your chair.
I'll pick it up and read it.
It's read that he laundered your clothes twice just to make sure it was proper clean, and he took Elliot out for an afternoon walk, just heading through a park somewhere.
Well, him and Elliot are out of the park. Going for a little afternoon walk. Clothes are nice and laundered. I'll put on my outfit as well.
Everything feels nice. Honestly, like it is much like it feels basically like almost brand new is how clean it feels. A lot of the rips and tears have been mended and standard Jamat work.
Lovely job.
There's no food to be had. Let's just go to the meat house. Or do you want to see your son?
I think we should probably be expedient with this whole Wieselstein thing.
It's the book thing, right?
All right.
No, okay.
Asmo just says, who goes out the door.
All right, yeah, head out the door and start making your way over to the meat house, and you get there a little after T-Wig. They've given you your usual booth, despite everything that's gone on. You see T-Wig sitting over there in Horatia's massive chair.
Hello, T-Wig.
Hello.
Ahoy, hoy. You're looking good and repaired there.
Yeah, look at
This
this.
and I wiggled the ears in various different motions.
Very
Jamat
nice.
also laundered T-Wig's clothes and left them with you guys if you wanted to bring them to T-Wig.
Oh yeah, I'll just I'll set them in front of T-Wig.
Oh, thank you.
I will don them as awkwardly as I can.
Asmo just sees some people watching.
What are you looking at? There, yeah.
Pig walks out of the meat house. Afternoon. I'll get you anything.
Oh, what do you think we earned yesterday, guys? That we earned? I'll take a pig. I will take a pig.
Alright, how special you got it? Anything else for lots? You ain't been much of an eaty sort, but I know someday you'll probably like it. Points at you, T-Wig.
I would like a singular glass of water.
Alright, how's secondary special? We're very well known for our water. What's about you?
Steak and eggs.
Eggs and steak, got you. Goes, it kind of like trumbles his way back in. And the smell kicks up as not much time, a bit of time passes, and sure enough, Asmo, you got your big old suckling pig whole skin on, and Wolfgang, you got eggs and steak, lots of it, and T-Wig, you get a splendiferous glass of water.
It has a swirly straw and everything. It makes me wish I had lips.
Oh, gotta say he's known for it. Kind of wipes his nose on his arm, and proceeds to wipe that on his apron.
Nice.
I'll let you beast to it.
Thank you, not pig. I want to do something before we start anything, you two.
Okay.
Just sit still, okay?
I'm gonna scan the both of them and cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisonous creatures and diseases within 30 feet of you.
I really should have taken this last game.
Pretty useful. You don't sense any disease. Poison and poisonous creatures. Asmo's technically venomous, but he does have poison in his system.
Like in his system, like not of his own, or
It seems to be natural.
okay.
Naturally occurring. As far as sickness goes, I suppose the closest thing you'd notice is that Asmo seems to be coming down with what seems to be a bit of a cold. His throat is a little irritated, and some of his glands are kind of swelling up a little bit.
I will make a medical log of this in my brain.
It is saved in the T-Wig hard drive.
Okay, that's all.
What just happened?
Yeah, to you guys, it just looks like T-Wig's eyes flickered and blinked a lot. Just...
Okay, so wait, what was that?
You need to drink more water, Asmo.
And I just slowly push my water glass towards him.
Why exactly do I need to drink my water?
You need to keep the fluids high.
Damn right I do. Asmo grabs the water and starts chugging.
Good water. Like, this is natural
let me get
spring water.
Kurt, it's Chilliwack water.
Ooh!
There
See,
you
Yeah.
Nick
Is
has
that
tried that.
Is that some of that spicy Canadian water?
No. It's really
Oh,
well,
It's
see,
the
originally,
mildest Canadian water.
no, here's the thing. Originally, the Chilliwack water, like kind of like water system.
it wasn't chlorinated or anything.
Was
It was
not
just...
yet. So a couple farmers fucked that up for everybody, but it would actually filter naturally through limestone.
So it was delicious. Yeah,
It was- so it
tasted
Earth
came
good.
out-
filtered water.
Like Nick had a sip from the sink, and when Nick was visiting, Nick's like, "Oh my god, the sink pumps out Dasani!"
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You could chew this.
It was good. Sorry.
Yeah, that is how pure the water is. It is very good.
I mean, like I drink plenty of booze. I mean, that has water in it, right?
That is poison. That is
That's
actual...
not true. That's not true. I just drink enough till my liver can't process it anymore, and it makes me silly and regret my decisions.
That's
Actually-
still... There's poison, though.
Actually, you could. Actually, alcohol is used to disinfect things, T-Wig.
Yeah, but
So what you're saying is, if I'm ever injured, I should just pour a beer on a cut.
Yeah.
Not a beer, probably more higher proof alcohol, but essentially you could.
A good
I wouldn't,
beer.
I wouldn't recommend it if you had any other options, but you could.
I'm. By the way, just so you know, T-Wig, I'm fucking with you.
The ears pinned back.
I have to drink a lot, anyways, because I naturally, I kind of produce my own poison. I don't use it often. But,
yeah, no, I detected it.
Well, you detected it. What do you mean by that? Well,
So that flash of lights was.
Yeah.
What else did you detect?
Nothing else, really. You guys are fine. I just wanted to be sure.
Well, appreciate it. I can't really detect anything other than your want of helping out the donkey today, you said? Or are we helping the book? Does the donkey want the book? I'm sorry, I got lost. Last night was wild.
We're going to the Wizzlestein Spire to help them look for a book that contains a bunch of ancient arcane knowledge.
All right. All right. Okay.
Asmo just nods. Sips some more water.
So is that the next step?
I mean,
One second.
Well, hold on, wait. Ewig, did you want to go get the book, or like what?
I think we all should. I mean, it sounded like Venarial wanted all of us to help.
All this running around, you have no time to actually manage your school there, Wolfgang.
Well, hopefully tonight will be the night for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently there's a beastie running around the Crowley residence at night.
A beast?
Something, I don't know. But the Kylam Diaboli were contracted to take care of it.
Maybe you took the book.
Did not take the book. They're on opposite sides of the city.
I didn't know that someone couldn't walk from one side of the city to another.
Asmo's being a dick right now.
Why are you being such a fucking ass today?
I'm feeling confident after last night.
Feel confident, not prickish.
For once, I actually feel good. You know, last night, when I went down, it was really messed up. I'm trying not to think about it too much, but it was really messed up seeing how people were. You know, it's more than just a gang. I felt really evil, man.
It was unnatural.
Well, we busted it. We ended it. But I'm worried about reprisal a little bit. That's why I've been pushing to leave town. But if you guys want to stick around, I'll stick around. But I'm going to be sticking to you for the next little while because last thing you want to do after something like that goes down is split up. So if you guys want to go look for a book, go look for a book. You want to go deal with the donkey, we'll deal with the donkey. You want to go hunt that thing on the Crowley estate, we do that. Or we can go to a tome. Doesn't really matter where we go. I'm just sticking with you for the next little while, though, okay?
Wolfgang, if you're going back to the Crowley farm, we could go take the donkey back at that same time.
Probably.
And then let's look at the book today?
Yes.
At the very least.
There you go.
Once we're done with our food, we're heading to the Wizzlestein Spire.
All right, you guys finish up your food and
Asmo with
up.
Asmo just grabs a little part of the skin of the pig and just sucks it in.
Yeah, it peels off in a very large strip. Like you peel it from like where the hoof would be, where the hoof was cut off, and it just kind of like peels back. It's like peeling cellophane off of like a new appliance. It's a very satisfying peel, and it just kind of tears around the ear line, and you get like part of the back down. So you get like this nice foot-long strand of crispy pig skin. It's like soaked in juicy pig fat. Crackles a little as you suck it in.
Asmo just breaks off a haunch and carries it with him, so he can just munch it on the way up.
Yeah, a little to go, pig. All right, you find your way over to the Wizzlestein Spire, and the door is present for you, as you have the right to enter.
I'm gonna be staring the whole way on the way there.
Staring at Asmo or at the
The
tower?
tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems otherworldly as you approach it. It's definitely not a... It does not match the rest of the construction of this town.
How tall is it comparatively, just so I have a reference?
If it were not for the palace that was built into the side of the mountain, this would easily be the tallest building around. The palace is maybe 40 feet higher than it at its peak, but this thing, it seems to go, like, its floors are so numerous that it's very hard to count it, and it is...
Like a skyscraper almost.
Yeah, very, very much so. Like, if I were to compare it to a building, it's probably like 30, 40 stories tall. It is a very tall tower sitting in the center of this town, in the center of a park at the center of it. And as you continue to walk up to it, oddly enough, as you get closer to the tower, it doesn't look any taller to you. It just like, it's almost like a mirage as you're walking. It seems like it's staying the same size wherever you're looking at it. You can almost always see the top of it from where you're standing. And as you get to it, like I said, the door is there. You've walked through the nice little park that you've run to be alone a few times, T-Wig. It's a very soothing area. And you find your way to the opening of the tower. And now you stand in front of its doors. Which, Wolfgang and Asmo, you'll recall that the first time you ever approached this tower, it did not have doors. It only shows doors when they are expecting the people who are coming.
Knock on the door.
All right, you tong, tong, tong on the knocker, and they open up, and inside the tower looks, it looks bigger on the inside. Or at least in space. Like there's more room on the inside than there appears to be on the outside of the tower. This being your second time truly walking into the Wisselstein Spire. You walk into this grand foyer. It's made of white stone and marble and very nice, bright, solid stone that seems to hold up the walls around it. There are a few animated sets of armor just kind of like walking around. You can see a few students that are kind of congregating this area. Almost seems kind of like a little bit of a quad to the students of the Wisselstein Spire, because you know that this place functions as the wizarding college of the city of Dragon's Rest. And as you walk in, you are greeted by Venariel, who is coming down the stairway and walking out the hallway towards you. Ah, thank goodness you finally made it. I was beginning to worry that my message hadn't got to you.
Oh, no, we just had to make a quick stop, Asmo says, eating his pork still.
I see.
Sorry we didn't get here sooner. We were
No, I understand.
dealing with another matter.
This was very much a short notice request, but... Well, Mr. Loxley has been in my great-grandmother's room for quite some time now on his own, and I just wish to not leave him alone for as long as I could. I was just on my way out to check and see if you were home yet, and... Well, you're here, so... Shall we?
Probably for the best we don't leave him alone.
Yes. Very much so. I would not like for him to find his way to the book before any of us. Especially with the previous warning you had delivered to us.
Indeed.
Yes, well, onward and upward then, she says as she taps her hand on the rail of the staircase, and she begins just gliding up the stairs. You don't see her feet move, and she just starts heading straight up as she spins up the spiral staircase at the center of this spire.
Huh. All right. And Wolfgang will make his way up there as well.
All right. So you walk over to the staircase and you just start walking up the stairs?
Yeah.
I mean, what? How else do we get upstairs?
Wolfgang will stay there and say, onward and upward.
Followed
I mean,
by.
yeah. Asma will go.
I'll go last.
Technically, you're the biggest.
Well, no, I meant onward and upward, but then what do you do?
Go up the stairs, right?
Hold the rail.
All right, as you touch the rail, it starts pulling you up. Like you don't feel like you're moving very quickly, but you're just kind of spinning up this spiral staircase very quickly. You don't feel dizzy, but you arrive at what appears to be the top level, and Venariel is just standing there. Oh, good. I'm glad it wasn't difficult.
Meanwhile, at the bottom, Asma looks over at T-Wig.
You know, I gotta try this. Hold this meat for a second.
Asma hands
Oh yeah, of course.
Asmo like jumps on it backwards, so his butt lands on it, and his hands are on the side of it.
On the railing.
Yes.
You kind of have to sit on it with your back to the wall because it's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see how this works. Asmo does it.
You sit on the railing and nothing happens.
Ah! Dang it.
Asmo kips off.
Fine. Can I have my meat back, please?
Oh yeah, here you go.
I had it back. Kind of confused.
I was just trying to do a thing.
Asmo sadly grabs onto the railing.
All right, nothing happens as you just touch the railing.
I have to walk up, don't I?
I have to say the magic word.
Is it
Please?
please?
He is. You are several stories too high for him to hear you.
Asmo starts walking.
All right, Asmo starts hoofing it up the stairs. It takes. Okay, T-Wig, what are you going to do?
I'm so confused. Wolfgang teleported away. I got handed meat and gave the meat back, and I'm still at the bottom of the stairs.
To be fair, you did see Wolfgang as his feet were like sitting still, but then he started gliding up the stairs as he held onto the rail.
I will walk up to the rail,
Up and at them?
and I'll touch it.
Nothing happens.
Over and out?
Touch it.
Nothing.
Let's get at. I try to do my best Wolfgang impression. Let's get at it.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm getting the hint here.
I just start slowly walking up the stairs, like sadly.
Agumon, did you evolve too?
All right, it takes about 15 minutes for T-Wig and Asmo to appear at the top of the stairs. Asmo, make me a athletics check.
21.
You're a bit winded, but you're ultimately fine.
Asmo just takes some meat breaks along the way up.
I need energy to get up.
And T-Wig, you don't technically have stamina, so you don't need to make an athletics check.
Just run
'Cause you
past
don't- 'cause you
Asmo.
can't really you can't really get winded.
Yeah, I just put my legs on a consistent cycle and just let it run.
Asmo, with that roll, actually keeps pace ahead of you pretty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys eventually make it up there. Okay, I guess I should have been a little bit more clear on the instructions. Anyway,
Wolfgang just shakes his head.
What was the word?
onward and upward.
Oh, I was so close! Well...
Oh, wait. So Asmo's still holding onto the railing. So would downward be the sending you down?
I'm not going to go ahead and teach you that one, as I don't want to wait another 15 minutes. Anyway.
You're the guys who designed this place.
Yes. And it works.
Is there a chair where Asmo can just sit down and finish his meat in peace?
She is leading you towards her great-great-grandmother's room, who I have written actually down the name, Zalicel. It's a grand doorway at the end of this, at the end of a hallway. There appear to be a few doorways here in what appears to be a almost lobby-like area. There's a series of hallways that branch out from the stairway that you're currently walking out of. This floor is definitely more lavish than the ones below. There's a lot of fine oil paintings on the wall depicting members of the Wizzlestein family. Various runes carved into the walls. They glow with varying arcane energies. And she leads you to this grand French-doored room at the end of the hallway and opens it up, and you find what seems to be like it's definitely a bedroom, but there's nobody else inside. High atop this tower, you find a very well put together room. The first thing that hits you is the smell of old books, hints of dried lilac, sage, pine needles, a scent you haven't smelled very much at all since your time up north. Pine is a very particular scent that you remember from up there. There's a very well-made bed that lays against the wall to your right with a bench at its foot. Seems to have gone through years of very nice use, but it is definitely grown cold and unused in the previous few days here. You hear the ticking of a contraption that appears to be a gnomish clock hanging on a wall, surrounded by fine works of art hanging on the wall over to the left of the bed. And on the opposite wall sits a dressing table beset with jeweled drawers and cabinets. And on the wall to its left, that dresser there sits a bookshelf and a well-used chair with a crystalline door on the far wall from the bed that appears to lead out to a bit of a Juliet balcony that you can see from the bottom of the tower. You know where it leads out to. But you have no hide nor hair of Darrington Loxley, and Ven is noticeably disturbed by this. Where the hell did he go?
He clears his throat really loudly. Loxley!
Mr. Loxley, this is not funny. You get no reply.
I will use my angelic sight to cast Detect Magic.
Alright, as soon as you detect magic, this entire room begins to glow. The bed glows, the sheets glow. The bench does not glow. What do you call it? The dressing table and cabinet glows. The gnomish clock glows. The doors to the Juliet balcony glow. Even the chair and the bookshelf with every single book on it glows.
Is there anything that looks humanoid?
No.
All right. I will deactivate my angelic sight, and I will go out to the balcony.
Yeah, a sense of relief hits you as you do so, because it was like blinding how much this stuff was like glaring in your face. It's like if the Predator tried to use its heat vision in a sauna. You open up the crystalline doors out to the Juliet balcony, and you can look basically down at the town. You get a good view of the lake side. You can see kind of the farmlands leading out towards it, the slums and the park beneath you. It's a very nice sitting area. There's a small, like, there isn't very nice standing area, I guess. These doors are meant to be opened and just enjoy the fresh air, but the balcony itself is not particularly large. Doesn't seem to be any furniture on it. But the nice, fresh, brisk air of this ever-spring day seems to hit your face nicely as it blows in across the lake. You can see a few fishermen out there fishing for the day. You actually even see the devil duck out there.
Whack.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'll walk back inside, seeing no sign of Mr. Loxley.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stare at the clock. It's caught my interest.
You actually go ahead and give me an investigation check. as
Okay.
you're looking over this clock. With advantage.
19.
19. As you're looking at it, you recognize a lot of the handiwork of it. This actually seems to have been crafted by Timry.
Hmm.
Looks like it was a gift to Zalicel on maybe one of her birthdays or something, but it's definitely something crafted by him and Talos together as a present of sorts. And it seems to, this is a contraption that you're not too familiar with, but based on what you're looking at, it does seem to tell time. There are 3 hands on it. One seems to be a hand that moves quickly, one slightly slower, and then one way slower than the rest of them. But they go around a circular face, and you know what a clock is.
T-Wig would know what a clock is at this point?
You know that like, based on what you're looking at, you can tell what this thing is used for, but you're unfamiliar with the object itself. It's something that a very privileged few probably have. Wolfgang does not have one. It feels as though he probably has never really wanted one, but...
My predecessor?
Kind of tilt my head and look at the clock.
You can definitely tell from the arcane runes about it that it probably does certain things at various times whenever these hands pass over certain parts. But, yeah.
Well, he ain't here.
Were we supposed to meet him?
He was here when I left him. He was looking around trying to, well, see if there was any clue as to where she might have hidden it, and I pray he hasn't gotten a head start on us, because, like I said, I would not like him to have access to that book, especially privately.
I would like to look for anything that looks disheveled in this room.
All right, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Well,
All right, as you're looking around, you're noticing that a few things have definitely been messed with. He's definitely looked through some of the books on the bookshelf. He's moved cushions. He's peeled back the bed sheets a few times. The one thing that looks like it hasn't been messed with is the dressing table and cabinet.
Was there a subject you're... I'm sorry, what was
It was
what
her
was the-
great-great-grandmother, and it's her name is Zalicel.
Zalicel.
Zalisel.
Got it right. What was the... Do you know particularly what your great-great-grandmother's favorite subject was?
She studied so many things, many of which that just kind of flew over my head. I think her favorite subject was one that intrigued, as she claimed it seemed to intrigue Lord Arcanos the most, and that was, what did she call it, chronomancy?
Chronomancy.
I thought you were going to say birds because it flew over her head, but that's a close second.
I'll begin looking for books on chronomancy.
There are various, the particular genre of spells seems to fall into a few various categories to your knowledge. Go ahead and give me an arcane check.
9.
The best thing that you could probably think of might be the idea of maybe transmutation, but I don't know. It's hard to leaf through a lot of these books. Honestly, a lot of these books on the shelf don't appear to be due to the study of magic. A lot of them appear to be fiction books and things that someone might read in their time for pleasure.
Wait a minute. I would be able to tell that the clock is something that tells time, correct? Just by looking at it?
At the very least, if you question the room, T-Wig would be able to ascertain, or Venariel would be able to tell you as well, so yes.
So that device up there, the ticking thing,
Yes.
that tells you the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Timry and Uncle Talos made that. Or Grandpa Talos, I'm sorry.
Definitely seems gnomish. I'm going to investigate the clock.
All right,
See
give
if
me an
there's-
investigation check.
Can I assist with that because I was looking at it for a bit?
Yeah, T-Wig can help point things out to you that you might not notice if you
All right.
want to do that with advantage.
17.
Yeah, you're looking over this, and it's very nice craftsmanship. As you're looking through it, you can tell that some of these runes are keyed to go off when certain hours pass by. In fact, as you're looking at it, the clock begins to strike 5, and what appear to be a shower of stars sprinkle over your head and sweep across the room, emanating from the clock, and it ebbs back toward it as the 5th chime goes off within the contraption.
That's trippy.
You could be helping.
Hey, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking for. A guy?
Asmo just sitting on the bench eating his pig.
Yeah, I'll put my hands on all that right now.
I'm
Asmo
kind
just
of
looks-
with Asmo. I'm a little confused at the moment, Wolfgang. What are we trying to do?
We're trying to look for...
Whatever clue might have led Mr. Loxley out of this room and where it might have led him to.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for currently, but generally we're looking for a book.
Do you think you went downstairs?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know what might have led him where, and this tower isn't exactly small. Also, I feel like I would have noticed if he left the room. I did leave an alarm spell on it. And nothing
it did
seemed
not
to trigger
go
it.
off? Hmm.
Loxley's
So unless he
crafty
scaled his way down the tower from the balcony, I don't know where he might have gone.
Hmm.
You said there's a shelf of books.
There's a bookshelf, what seems to be a dressing table, and with a cabinet attached to it. There's the clock, there's the bed, and the bench on the bed, and then there's the balcony.
I want to investigate the books, and I want to pull books out, like pull them out and then put them back in, just kind of looking over.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation as you're looking through the books.
Soft 20.
All right, as you're looking through these books, as Wolfgang discovered earlier, there's not a whole lot of studious books here. There appear to be a lot of fictional books, maybe a couple of history books with more entertaining tales of daring do within them. Nothing seems to stick out to you as these books having any real hidden meaning. Even as you kind of like thumb through them, there doesn't appear to be anything hidden within any of the larger books. And it also appears to you that this bookshelf being full, it does not look to be that any of them have gone missing.
Okay. No secret switches then.
Doesn't seem that way.
Okay.
Is there any windows or any other weird hallways nearby? Asmo's kind of looking around from his bench.
Inside the bedroom, there is that Juliet balcony that seems to be the only real source of natural light in here.
Hmm.
And currently the doors are still open, and there's a nice breeze kicking through the room.
How long was he here for?
Well, I left the room probably for about 5 minutes, and then we waited the 15 minutes for you to come back up, so he was probably in here alone for 20 minutes total.
But before that, like, how long was he here in the tower?
He and I were searching around this room for a few hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, he'd been here since about dawn.
Okay, then. Okay. Asmo looks at the floor and just starts tapping on wooden. Is it a wood floor?
The floor is nice hardwood, and some parts of it are made of stone. It seems to be a blend of things as you walk around.
Asmo's going to intentionally stomp his foot in some areas to try and check the floor to see if there's anything's hollow.
All right. Venariel does remark, it is odd that he would take the time to close up the dressing table, though.
The dressing table. What's that?
It's the cabinet. He was looking at that when I left.
Does the cabinet look big enough to fit a person inside it?
No, not particularly. It seems to be.
Like, is it like a makeup table, like with a mirror and then like?
Well, I mean, there's a set of doors that are closed on. It looks like a very small wardrobe at the end of this table right now, but it definitely could be a area for like doing makeup and stuff like that.
I'll investigate the tape.
Yeah, I wish to assist as well.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. 18.
As you're looking around this area, even though before when you were looking around it didn't feel like this area had been combed over like at all, it looks like it hasn't been touched previously. As you get a closer look at it, you can definitely tell that there was somebody sitting in this chair at the end of this table very recently, and that the chair had been moved back from the table. There's a mechanism that seems to be holding the cabinet part of it closed. Looks to be a lock of some sort.
There's a lock here.
Oh, yes, I have the key. Venariel hands you a small key with several arcane runes on it. Seems to be curved in the shape of a tree.
Ooh.
He just sort of smirks at it. Just unlocks the lock as well.
I like that key, Venariel. It's really nice.
Yes. It was a gift from one of my great-grandmother's suitors some time ago.
Man, she sure gets a lot of gifts. Wait a second, did you just say suitors?
Yes. As you open up the cabinet, you find sure enough, there's some jewelry hanging on the inside, as well as a very well preserved mirror with lots of gems and jewels encrusted around the edges of it.
Well, is he in there? All crammed in there?
You don't know.
I want you to make a perception check as you look in the mirror.
10.
Nothing seemed like he's not in the mirror. You see yourself sitting there.
Asmo's gonna peek over the shoulder.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
22!
Asmo, from your angle, something strikes you as odd. As you're looking at the mirror, the Juliet window is closed, or the Juliet balcony is closed from your angle, but as you look over to the side, it's definitely open from when Wolfgang went over and opened it. So on the inside of the mirror, it looks like that door is closed.
Hey, everybody, look at the mirror. Yeah, look at the mirror. You see in the mirror? See how everything in the mirror is?
I'm too busy looking the other way at the moment.
Look at the door. See that? Closed, open. Closed, open. What's going on with that mirror?
T-Wig, as you look at the mirror more closely...
I don't want to.
Oh,
No.
Do you not want to at all? Okay.
No.
You see the others.
Then you see nothing!
I don't want to look. I don't want to look at all. T-Wig doesn't want to. I want to, but T-Wig doesn't.
Alright, but yeah, that the door over there is closed. Anybody, and Asma, as you approach the mirror and kind of slide Wolfgang over, when you look in with that roll, you also see that the clock on the opposite wall from you, it appears to be moving in the opposite direction. Like the hands appear to be moving in the opposite direction as what they are from where you're standing.
And the clock is backwards too.
Hmm.
Yo, is this is magical? Asmo just gestures to this whole cabinet. Something's going on with this.
Yes. I think you're right. Venariel kind of like reaches out to touch the mirror, and as she touches it with her hand, the mirror, kind of like liquid mercury, starts to reach up over her hand. Whoa. And overtakes her entire body as, you know, Secret World of Alex Max into the mirror. And then you see her standing in the mirror.
What just happened? She was there in that... Can you hear us?
She still appears to be standing where she was, just like her reflection, but now she's not there, and she looks very confused as she's looking around. She's moving her lips, but you can't hear her.
Wait, I can read. Oh, I'm not looking though. Never mind.
You just got... What is going on, dude? What is... We're supposed to have a meeting here, and there's a magic mirror?
She kind of like flails like, and like points behind her and just like starts emphatically like... She looks like she's geeking out at the same time as... Like, she's not panicking, but she's definitely like hurriedly like gesturing to you guys. And she starts looking around the room that she's in.
I'll touch the mirror as well.
All right. As you touch it, you feel a cold sensation as if you like touched your finger into like icy cold water, and you feel this weird vibrating sensation as this liquid mercury-like substance rings its way over your arm, around your body, over your head, and shoom, you find yourself on the opposite side, taking over where your reflection once stood. You see Asmo on the other side, standing, and just like befuddled, looking in at you as Venariel's walking around. This is incredible. I cannot believe that she had the ability to do this.
This is too rich for my blood.
I've never seen anything like this. The amount of dedication and preparation to create such a... I have so much to learn, she says as she's just in awe, kind of looking around as the reality of the situation is still folding in on her.
Well, let's get the others in here. Before you start learning too much, we need to learn exactly where Loxley is.
Yes, of course, you're right. That means he must have found his way in here before we did.
Which is bad.
Yes.
I'll look back in the mirror.
Yeah, Asmo's still kind of like gobsmacked, staring back at you. T-Wig is abstinently staring at the opposite wall.
I'll do like the falcon hoof. Come over here. Come on adventure with me.
Asmo just crosses his arms and shakes his head.
Nodding vigorously at him.
Asmo rolls his eyes. Asmo grabs the wrist of T-Wig.
What?
No! And just slaps the mirror.
All right, T-Wig, you feel that you feel this weird sensation overtake your body, something that feels very otherworldly and unnatural as this silver liquid crawls over your joints and your clothing and over your eyes. It's a very scary moment as you are sucked into this mirror and are standing next to Wolfgang now.
Sorry, T-Wig, the sooner...
Oh, I'm upset. I'm not a happy camper.
T-Wig, the sooner we get this wrapped up, the sooner we can leave this place and deal with the donkey,
You see
okay?
Asmo's lips flapping on the other side of the mirror if you're looking at it at all. But you can't hear him.
Oh, is Asmo in the mirror world now?
No, you're alone.
Oh,
you're alone in the real world.
I dragged it and slapped my own hand in there, so it would affect us both.
Oh, well, you made T-Wig's hand touch it, and now if you touch it, now you'll get pulled in as well.
And Asmo just bows his head apologetically and has his head tap the mirror.
And you get the mother of all brain freezes as Asmo is now face first in front of you guys, plummeting through the mirror. And this, I feel, is as good a place as any to take a break. All right, so you find yourself on the inside of a mirror, and everything around you appears to be moving backwards, like, or at least the clock does. But as you, T-Wig, with your passive perception, as you're kind of like making your way around here and just getting your bearings, as you look out the crystalline window that seems to lead outside, you see a flock of birds flying backwards.
They're not supposed to do that.
All right, so what exactly is going on? You're the magical ones. Explain.
Well, clearly this is some sort of elaborate spell or hiding place that my grandmother must have used to hide the book. I guess
Is it
Mr.
like a-
Loxley figured it out either before I left the room and was just waiting for me to leave, or he figured it out after I left and hopped in. Either way, he's got a head start on us in here.
Oh, well, let's find out where it was. Maybe there's a clue.
Yeah.
Does the room more or less look exactly the same as we left it on the other side?
Yes, for the most part. Although everything seems. Go ahead and make. Actually, go ahead and make an investigation as you're kind of looking around.
Okay. 11.
As you're looking around, everything seems pretty much the same as you left it. The text on the books you notice are all in reverse. But nothing seems out of place with the other side from where you came. Except for, of course, the door being closed as opposed to open. The Juliet balcony door, that is. Well, at the very least, I have knowledge of my family's home more than he does, and the place we normally keep the book is in the library. That might not be a huge jump for us, but at least it's something.
Well, let's get to it, guys. Come on.
You mean this one or like a different one? I point to the library.
No, the tower's library, the grand library of the Spire.
Oh, okay.
And where is that located?
It's about 25 floors down.
I will open the balcony window, or the balcony door.
All right. It seems to have like a little bit of, like, it seems to be almost kind of like stuck as you're trying to pull it open. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh boy. 7.
You managed to do it, but the door is like almost heavy as you do so, and it seems to kind of like, as you're gripping and pulling it back, it seems to kind of like, all of a sudden it does not feel that heavy. But there's this definite odd feeling about you as you pulled it open. And it's a bizarre sensation as you do this, but the breeze that you're used to coming into the window feels like it's being pulled out. Like you're getting kind of a reverse breeze. You still have that weird cool sensation on your face, but it feels like it's more wicking the heat from your face than it is blowing cool air on it.
Well, this is delightfully uncomfortable. Let's find the book.
Venariel starts to lead you out the hallway, and you notice that the door to this room is also open as you're leaving it. Venariel leads you over to the staircase. All right, you'll have to repeat after me on the way down.
Okay.
Vide liberum. And she taps her hand on the banister, but it seems to the handrail, but it seems to do nothing. Vide liberum.
I think you're gonna have to walk there, sweetheart.
I guess.
Vide liberum.
No, I'm talking. I'm talking to Wolfgang.
Hang on. I'm going to grab the railing. I'm going to say, let me make sure I got this right. Hang on. Murabel Ediv.
So did you grabbed the banister and then said that?
Yeah.
Sure enough,
What?
start getting sucked down the stairs.
Say it backward.
Of course. Beef.
Yeah, now I'm walking. Aswell starts walking down the
Remember
stairs.
la Biba.
I touched the railing.
Nope. Walking down the steps. Not messing around with magic. Nah.
Clack, 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 clack.
I keep saying phrases because I can't fucking remember what they said.
More de la blue.
Yeah, T-Wig's just spouting gibberish behind you as you walk down the stairs. It only takes you about 5 minutes to get down to where Wolfgang and Venariel are waiting for you.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to move you. All right, you guys make it down the stairs. It's easier going down than it is going up. And you guys find yourself at the end of what appears to be a semi-long hallway. All right, everything appears to be in reverse, but regardless, it should still be in the altar on the opposite side of this room. Opposite side of the tower from the end of this hallway, anyway.
Okay.
I will happily skip on forward.
La la la, la la la.
Venariel starts to lead you guys forward, and as you enter this area down here,
Oh my.
seems to lead into a grand kind of like study way.
Please describe this beautiful setting you have for us, Nick.
Yes, the floors are the similar white stone that you were used to, white stone and marble that you found on the first floor. There's a nice long running carpet that seems to lead into this grand study here. It seems to be a private area for those that are students in this. It's very well equipped for the students of the Spire. There are desks, there are a few books that have been left unattended, lots of quills and inks just kind of sitting about. The tables themselves are immaculately cleaned, probably due to magical means. The tables themselves that are sitting around this study hall appear to be made of polished marble, and this room seems to open up down the left and right. Venariel mentions to you that, the spire itself is a circle, so traveling either way will get where we need to go. It's just on the opposite side, just around the perimeter.
Which way do you normally go?
Doesn't really matter. Depends on what I'm heading to. Naturally, I tend to walk left, although I guess that would be right in this dimension.
Then let's go right. Come on, T-Wig.
You guys start heading down towards the hallway over there.
How expansive is this? Is this just for the building, this weird mirrorverse, or is there like a whole city that's completely reversed?
I honestly don't know exactly how far this spell extends. This is beyond anything I've ever seen.
It's trippy. It reminds me of something up north. You weren't there for that one, T-Wig, but me and Wolfgang were. It's this weird pocket thing that was slid into.
You would put in a pocket?
Like dimension or like hole, and I was just put into holding and just then plopped out. It's a trap.
This ain't the first time you've been in a mirror.
Oh no!
T-Wig, your passive perception, your ears start to flicker as you hear what appears to be the turning of pages. And Asmo, as you step out brazenly.
Oh yeah. I have no reason.
You meet the passing glance of what appears to be a student of the Spire. As he turns towards you, his head just kind of locks in your direction. He holds up his hand and shouts out, "Yes, Rodney!" And now I need everybody to roll initiative.
What?
Oh, boy.
You weren't
Oh, oh,
stealthing!
I don't understand what's happening here.
We're fighting children. 5, by the way.
A mirror man just saw you.
I know, but I don't want to kill the mirror man. I might kill the man in real life.
Oh,
don't
fuck.
worry.
There he is. The man in the mirror.
I'm fighting with the man in the
That
mirror.
better be the default sound you have prepped. 22.
I'm afraid it is.
Natural 20.
Ah.
I'm being strangled
All right.
by the man in the mirror.
Let me get to my notes here as I turn this down a little. I noticed that it's probably a little loud.
Quick, someone call Fugo. We need purple haze.
What should we say to get them to off our backs? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
All right, so we
Brand?
got... No. All right, and as you look at this man who's pointing at you, another one down the hallway appears to be a older woman. You start to hear the fluttering of pages, like books wildly turning, as their images start to shake and quake. They appear to, an explosion of paper flies out, and you see what appear to be 2 hovering books in the place of those that you had that were just standing there.
Okay.
T-Wig, it is your initiative.
Natural 20. I will cast. Actually. You said they're like floating books?
Yes, and you currently do not have eyes on them. Asmo has seen this so far, but you did hear the shout from the mirror person.
Hey, what's going on in here? Oh, jeez. Okay.
People became books.
I'm noticing this. Yes.
I am going to cast Bark Skin on myself. So that'll make my AC a 16. Actually, technically I'll make it a 17 because of my racial bonus, so...
Alright. Any bonus actions or movements you'd like to make?
I'm gonna move out of the way. Just like... I just want to see how far I can go. I'm gonna go all the way over here just to reposition so my allies can get in this room.
Okay, I'll give you some vision on this room behind you as you walk past it. Appears to be a conference room of sorts that you're walking by.
Okay.
And from your position, you have a bit more vision on some of the room here.
Oh, this is a big chamber. Jeez.
It's a pretty big spire on the inside. All right, Asmo, you're up.
Asmo is going to run up and jump onto the table in front of him, pull out his fire ant, and just take a defensive action and pretty much just prepare to dodge anything that gets shot his way.
All right, so you're taking dodge as an action. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Anything
dodge is-
coming at you will be at disadvantage.
And Asmo, also as a free action, can Asmo just like, hey, look at me, books.
You yell at the books.
Hey, books, I'm your mark right here.
Yeah, the pages seem to ripple. All right, the red book.
I'll be your epilogue.
The red book kind of floats and flutters forward towards you, towards the center of the room. Its pages whipping apart very quickly as it begins to glow with a red aura. T-Wig does a 17 will hit you, right?
Just hits my armor class, yeah.
As a bolt of fire streaks out from the book, from the pages of the book, you take 9 fire damage.
Oof. Okay.
as it collides with your chassis. And the blue book begins to glisten similarly as a red bolt of fire energy streaks its way towards Asmo. You manage to duck your head out of the way as it collides with the wall behind you.
Getting kids fired up for reading, huh?
All right, Venariel takes a few steps over to you, T-Wig, and holding out her hands, she heals you for 7 points of damage.
Okay, thank you.
As your metallic form begins to stitch itself, like the melty parts begin to re-ebb themselves together around you.
I'll turn to her to be like,
Oh, thanks, I just got this fixed.
No problem. I wasn't expecting this. I've never quite seen anything like it. All right, this one's going to do. And Wolfgang, it is your turn now.
Sensing some nonsense in the other room. I am going to use my Armor of Light to cast Mage Armor on myself, bringing my AC up to 16.
All right.
Oh my. Denier, I miss you.
And then... Let's see. I will run across the room over here, across one of these tables.
All right. It appears to be a low-set bookshelf that you're, it's a bookshelf that you're standing behind right there.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a couple of rows of bookshelves, all packed with various arcane study. But right now, they aren't the books on your mind.
And are the books, are they floating high up in the air, or?
The red one is floating about 3 feet above the shelf. The shelf stands about 6.5 feet tall, so it's about 11 feet in the air, nearly touching the ceiling.
Okay.
The blue one is a bit lower to the ground. It appears to be about 5 feet up, at about eye level.
All right. And
but you don't have eyes on it because there's a shelf in your way.
There's nothing else I can really do, so I will end my turn.
All right. And next up,
Are you guys hearing the music?
Barely.
I am. I have to turn it down a lot to balance it with you guys.
yeah,
Nice.
I have mine turned down.
All right, T-Wig, it's your turn again.
I look at the books, and I think about all of the knowledge I've learned using Wolfgang's library, and I realize the greatest enemy of homework is dogs. So I'm going to cast Conjure Animals to summon 2 dire wolves
All right.
in front of each book.
Let me get you some friendly pupper tokens.
I'm going to put one here and one right here.
And this one's going to be standing about there. It's kind of like pawing its way up on the shelf, just kind of sniffing towards the book.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh, they have their own turns. I have to roll initiative for them.
All right, I will move them into the order.
So let me just grab their dex bonus here. It's +2.
Dog red and dog blue.
They both are 13.
Both of them are on 13? All right. That sets them just before Ven.
And I will stay right where I am.
All right. Asmo, it's now your turn again.
Well, Asmo sees these wonderful dogs.
Oh, they're large creatures. I'm sorry. I just double checked.
All right, this one is kind of like bulging at, like kind of balking at the bookshelves are kind of like rumbling as this one got summoned in between them. This thing's barely managing to stay between these shelves.
Sorry, Venariel.
It shouldn't affect anything in the other world, I'm hoping.
Here's helping. Asmo runs off the table and is going to...
That is a pillar in your way if you wanted to run straight, by the way.
Oh. Alright, Asmo's going to go right up to...
You can diagonally juke around it if you wanted to get towards that blue book, though.
Right here is about as close as I can get, so Asmo's going to slide up against it.
Okay. Back to the pillar.
And Asmo's going to ready a dodge action again.
All right. Time for book red. It's going to flutter its way down a little bit. Over here between the two puppers.
Mm-hmm.
And, whoops. Let me move it to the forefront here.
Oh.
Alright, T-Wig, I need these dogs to make a constitution save.
Both of them?
Yes. I
Okay.
don't know why I rolled. It's a set thing.
Blue dog, 16. Red dog, 17.
Alright, those both save as you see the book slam shut. You see like kind of a concussive force, but the dogs just kind of like move back a little and seem to be unaffected by it.
Nice.
That is a good boy. Good boys.
So I do 2 thumbs up.
Alright, this blue book is going to stay where it's at. Let me get a... Alright, I need one of the dogs and T-Wig to make a dex save.
Okay. Which dog?
The red one specifically.
Dex save. 21 for the wolf.
Alright, that's a save.
And then for T-Wig, this should be good. This should be great. Dex save.
Yes.
That is a 9.
That does not save. So the dog will be taking half, T-Wig will be taking full as the book's pages begin to bristle and like they just kind of shuffle back and forth. You start to see this static collecting in the air.
I'm in danger.
I love that we are teaming up with D&D Ralph Wiggum.
18.
For innocence, innocence.
All right, 22 points of lightning damage as a bolt of lightning scorches from this book. The dog manages to duck out of the way, only getting singed as it passes. The dog takes 11 points as T-Wig takes the full 22 brunt of it.
I am sizzling at the moment.
Yeah, you have a arc streaking between your two ears. It... All right, but it is the dog's turn now. Start with dog red.
All right, red dog is going to, with advantage because of pack tactics, attack the red book. Yeah,
All right,
pack
the
tactics.
book that's hovering just above its head there.
So that's going to be D20. Oh, well, that's 18 plus
That'll
5.
hit.
So that'll totally hit.
Yes.
So it's going to be 2d6. Why is that letting me custom roll things? Sorry, 1 second. I'm having
I
roll
believe
20
in you.
issue here. Oh, it's because it's already up. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
So
Plus 3. So the book takes 9 piercing damage. And it has to succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
I don't know how you knock a hovering thing prone, but let's see how that goes. It does pass its save.
Okay, so it's still up. Blue Wolf will also attack the same book. And it's going to attack... sorry, I'm just going to get the roll this time. There it is. 5.
So ridiculous.
24.
That definitely hits.
All right. And that's 6 points of piercing damage, and once again, another strength saving throw.
Rolled an 18.
All right, so it's still up. Still damage.
Yes, yeah. The dogs have the dogs are eating the homework right now.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Now it is Venariel's turn. She's going to hold up her hand and cast as these balls of arcane energy begin swirling around her. 1, 2, 3, 4 balls of energy as they cascade out towards the book that just ripped itself from the maws of the dogs that were playing tug of war with it. 3, 7, wow, 12. Venariel, as these balls begin streaking into this book, wham! One slams the cover, nearly ripping it from its seams, as the other 3 crack it in the spine as the book disintegrates into pages. The red book crumble, all of its pages just kind of scatter into the air as it crumbles into nothing as the pieces of the cover flap to the ground.
Nice.
Alright, Wolfgang, you're up.
Alright, Wolfgang is going to brandish both Crescendo and Requiem. And then... Yep, that'll work. He's going to run up and slide between this direwolf's feet. And he's going to attack the blue book with Crescendo, first of all.
Alright, roll for Crescendo.
21.
Oh,
That hits.
Nice.
Dealing 8 slashing damage.
Alright, you slice down at this book, and you see a nice, neat scar cut across its leathery cover.
And then, bonus action with Gunslinger, I'm going to take 2 shots with Requiem at this thing.
Alright, you pull out your gun.
24.
Hits.
Nice.
And these are silver bullets, by the way.
Alright.
6 piercing.
Pierces into the book, does not find an exit wound. There's a bullet embedded somewhere in that book right now.
My
Fire
goodness, I
again.
saved someone's life.
14.
That is just... as you fire it, it seems to glance off of what appears to be some sort of magical membrane encasing this book.
And then... Well, that was my bonus action, so my turn is done.
Alright, we are heading back up to T-Wig.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Oh, did I
Go
miss
for
a
it.
turn?
Oh yeah, Asmo didn't get a turn.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Asmo, go ahead. For my mistake, go ahead.
Asmo! Asmo's like, now it's my turn to show my stuff. Asmo slides around the post, is banister or the pillar? The pillar.
It's a pillar.
Asmo slides around and pulls out Fire Ant in his main hand, and he goes for 3 slashes. Quick
All
flurry. 16.
16 hits.
Fire damage each time, by the way. 6 fire damage.
Alright, you send a scorching, searing mark straight down the spine of the book.
It's still standing?
It's still fluttering, yeah.
No.
Definitely did not react well.
12, that's a miss.
Yeah, 12 misses, unfortunately, as it's trying to flutter away.
And 13.
13 will also miss.
Get back here!
Is just trying to hold itself just out of your reach as you're flailing at it.
That's it for me, man.
For the record, one of your attacks, for 3 attacks, needs to be made with the offhand.
Oh, it does? Okay, well, then, okay. Sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah, just for the future. No worries. T-Wig, go ahead and heal yourself.
Heal! Cure wounds at level 2.
God bless you, my son.
Someone was talking shit about me
12.
just
All right, you heal 12 damage.
It's
A little over half of what you took. That's not terrible.
And then I am going to bravely run and hide because I keep getting smacked and I'm scared.
All right, into the conference room.
Yeah.
now. Speaking of Sir Robin.
Yeah.
It does seem to be empty, so you do find a good wall to hide behind. Asmo, it is properly your turn now. My mistake for surpassing you in initiative order last time.
That's okay. Wait, what was that about me? Sorry?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Your turn.
Asmo is feeling a little bit frustrated, so Asmo is got Fire Ant in his main hand. So he's gonna go for 2 slashes with fire damage. 27.
27 hits.
8 fire damage.
This book seems to be holding itself together by threads right now as you streak across it with another blazing strike from Fire Ant.
Asmo's gonna do something different because he's frustrated by it because he doesn't want it to get away. So Asmo's gonna jump up and try and bite the book with his Hungry Jaws ability.
All right, go for it.
I go for my bite attack. 18.
Nice.
That hits.
7 piercing.
All right, your teeth sink straight into this book, and you get like a full closed mouth bite on it as you like rend your head back and forth.
Like a
Pages
dog.
tear everywhere. The dogs just kind of sit down and look at you, heads cocking to the side, like, "Oh, I wanted to do that." And that particular book is no more.
He spits it out. That's how it's done, boys. Just nods at the dogs.
The dogs nod back.
Did we win? Are we the best?
Yeah, good on you, T-Wig, taking all those shots.
Yeah, no, great. Totally what I'm made for. Totally didn't just get fixed. It's fine.
Hey, you don't have flesh. You don't have blood. So technically, you should take the damage anyways.
I don't agree with that statement.
Asmo says
Whoa.
he's kicking the book away.
Let's settle down.
All right. We're having a rough day. Hey.
T-Wig,
So is there
as
gonna be
the,
more of
As the clamor quiets down, you do still hear the fluttering of pages somewhere in the distance of this library.
You
we're not
guys, I hear more.
Let's be on our guard then.
Asmo switches Fire Ant to his offhand and pulls out Blaster Knuckle and just the Roman Reigns thing, because it's important you do that, otherwise it's not activated.
Very true.
Is everyone all right?
I got a little dinged up, but
I'll go over to T-Wig and use healing hands on her. You get healed for 8.
8. Bring me up to...
I guess there are some defenses on this side that were put in place.
Oh, I'd say that's true because of what just happened.
Yes.
But Ariel, do you know anything? Like, is there anything going to be worse than just a couple floating books that will target T-Wig at a moment's notice?
please no.
Well, I mean, there's the roaming suits of armor that we have, but I haven't seen any of them since we came to this side.
Asmo just
typically
kind of like
stay to
he grabs the bridge of his nose.
They usually patrol the first 10 floors of the building, so as long as we don't have to go that far down.
What floor are we on right now?
The 25th.
Makes you wonder how. I almost said Barristan Kench. Makes me wonder how Loxley got past all these.
No, he's always been the sneaky sort.
Well, maybe he just buried his face in a book, and all the books nodded at him. What? It could happen. Let's get going. Asmo just says, putting his...
I whistle to the dogs to follow, silently behind.
Heckin' good pups follow.
They're up for an hour, so...
So, anybody deciding to stealth before heading up? I
yeah.
had to ask,
yeah.
but you've already walked up past the line of sight of 2
Oh,
more
I
books. So, roll initiative.
What?
Oh boy.
Nobody said they were stealthing before they moved. You said you were
No,
moving
me and
the
Connor had
dogs
already
quietly, but...
Admittedly,
Okay, I said I was ready to roll for the dogs on their stealth. I was looking it up and everything, but I guess not.
I'm
Connor
sorry.
and me. The boys were not listening.
Fuck stealth.
Okay.
Apparently.
fair enough. Wolves are 9.
22.
All right. Back to it.
Can the dogs be moved closer? Because I did want to walk with them.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They can move up.
They probably would just be like here.
They'd probably be flanking you.
Yeah, they'd be behind me.
Also, Nick, it is implied that I reloaded the blaster knuckle in the morning,
Yep,
right?
that's fine. As long as you're keeping track of how much ammunition you have, that should be all right. I mean,
I can't remember how many blaster knuckle shells I had actually.
all right. so
You
we
bought
have-
like 20, didn't you?
Yeah, it's technically I've only used 4, so I'm down to 16.
Sorry, I gotta move you guys back. Can you give me the dogs initiative again?
9.
9.
Yeah.
All right. Then we had. Oh, good for you, Venariel. Okay. Then noticing you guys run ahead, she pops up and she throws out a few more magic missiles at these things. Another one at 2nd level. All right, as these 4 bolts go streaming into the frontmost book, its pages start to scatter to the wind, but it still seems to be holding itself together. It has taken 15 points of damage.
That's a fair amount.
Yeah.
Damn.
Asmo, you're up.
Asmo's gonna try and use the ability of CQC, and Asmo's gonna slide up along the left side of the wall to behind a pillar. Asmo just does a series of combat action rolls.
All right, combat roll. You slip up behind that pillar there. Any action you wish to take?
Defensive action again. Asmo's gonna keep his head low.
All right, you take the dodge action. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, the green book.
No, no! Not again!
Dex save for Venariel and T-Wig.
2.
Oh,
Ah, God, no! Ah.
I'm in danger again.
Venariel also fails.
Oh, God.
Ah, beans!
1, 1. Okay, that's 2 1s. 3.
Hey Wolfgang, I just want to say thanks for healing me.
No problem.
Bank!
All right, 20 damage this time as another big, as you feel the ozone around you, the frills on your outfit begin to stand on end as a massive bolt of lightning streaks straight through, arcing from Venariel into your form as well.
I have to make a Constitution saving throw for the spell for concentration, so I have to beat a 10. 19, fine, they're still up.
Yep, no problem. But yeah, you and Venariel are taken aback quite steadily from this massive bolt of lightning that streaked through you. Wolfgang, you're up.
All right. Seeing that T-Wig and Venariel just got fucking fried.
Yeah, and you felt the air like the ozone-rich air as it streaked past you two.
Wolfgang is going to separate himself slightly and then move forward to get the book's attention. And then he's going to fire Requiem twice at the purple book.
All right, that's the one that is currently more damaged. Go for it.
13.
Just gonna miss, unfortunately, as it wings its way, as it seems to be held back by that thin membrane of arcane energy.
And once more. 14.
That also, unfortunately, just misses.
Damn. And then with the bonus action, I'm going to burn
Throw the gun.
two uses of Healing Light to heal T-Wig for 2d6. You heal 5 damage.
Hooray!
All right. That book is up. As it shifts over this way. Wolfgang, I need you and Red Dog to make a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Not Red
The
Dog.
big dog.
13.
5.
Unfortunately, just fails. I should just have more d6s. But I guess this is easier to add. 21 points of damage to the two of you as another bolt of lightning streaks between you and the dog.
22, you said?
21, I'm sorry. And explodes on the back bookshelf.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna use my reaction to heavenly rebuke it.
All right.
It needs to make it.
You Hulk Hogan, you the book.
Book tries to go for a punch and you catch the punch of the book.
That spell's not gonna do it, brother. It needs to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
It fails.
Oh boy. It takes... Ooh, and this is cast at 4th level because Warlock.
Oh my Christ!
Oh, okay.
It takes that much.
There is nothing left but ashes, and even those are burned away.
Holy shit!
A big white ball of fire just consumes that book, and it is gone. It never existed.
I want to imagine it's up it gets pushed up against the wall, and there's just the shape of a book with a blackened or black shape around it as it screams. Ah! Jesus Christ!
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's very, very gone.
Just look at the other book like, you want some too, brother?
It flutters its pages. Dog's up.
Alright. Doggo, Red Doggo, is going to move its full 50 feet to meet with this book.
Borf.
Can't move. And other Doggo, with his 50 feet, is going to get about here. Red Doggo is going to attack. Huh.
Borf, borf, borf.
No advantage for this because he doesn't have a companion. That's a 7 that's going to miss.
Yeah, it misses as it's trying to bite at the book that's like, it flutters above its head.
Alright, and that ends the Doggo's turn.
That does. Do you want the other dog to use the rest of its action to get up towards where the book is? Just
it could, yeah.
dash?
Let's do that. That would have given an advantage on the attack.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and take the advantage. I'll
yeah,
allow this.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute. Chotomate.
Incoming net 20.
19.
That does
Ooh.
hit.
Alright. 9 points of piercing damage, and it has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
It does make the save, but it takes the damage.
Alright. Now that ends the Doggo's turn.
All right, meaning it is now your turn, T-Wig.
I will...
Nice polished armor is all sooty and charred.
Oh man. You know what? Let's go. I don't know. I still have him up for a while. I'm just gonna cure wounds myself. I'm gonna move away, like behind the wall, and
All right.
gingerly heal myself. Another tier 2 spell here.
Yeah, you can see into what appears to be another study room as you stand back there.
Oh, thank God, 19. That's really good.
That is good.
Nice. I feel way better now.
Venariel's going to take a page from your book and step back to heal herself as well after the massive lightning bolt that struck. Healing. Yeah, her hair seems to unfrizz, and the massive burn mark streaking across her upper torso seems to mend itself away. She doesn't look like she's at 100%, but she looks a lot better.
Whew.
All right. Asmo, it is now your turn.
Well, Asmo, now that he sees the dogs just ripping at the book, Asmo's plan was like, all right, well, bumps up against the pillar. Hey, Wolfgang, you doing okay?
Wolfgang stays stoically silent.
Connor?
Just trying to catch my breath here.
I think I'm gonna hold back. Let the dogs handle that. I'm gonna go check in on the others. Asmo's gonna run over to the casters in the back and see if they need anything. Essentially.
Need some water, towels.
D-Wig, how are you doing?
I touch Asmo and I give him a little static shock.
You know, I've had better days, even though I haven't had many of them.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the thing. I think I have 2 potions. So Asmo hands one of his regular potions over,
Oh, I'll take it. Thank you.
and I pull the slot to open up the gaping hole that is the mouth.
No, I kind of reject it.
I'm actually fine.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I will keep this.
I'm gonna keep the potion.
Okay, I don't know what to do. Your dogs are just ripping that book apart. I don't want to
They
get in
are
it.
good. They're good boys.
Yeah, they are. All right. I'm guessing we round the corner again one more time. We're gonna have ourselves a bunch more books. It's like a goddamn reading rainbow in here. And that's the end of Asmo's turn. Butterfly in the sky.
All right.
Come
I
on.
need your dogs to make a dexterity save. As
Okay.
the book begins to flutter, you can kind of feel a cold breeze whipping around the room as this happens.
Blue dog is gonna go first. 16.
That's a
Red
save.
dog. Natural 1.
Ooh, that's a failure. So, Red Dog, which already took the brunt of a lightning blast.
Took 2 lightning bolts.
Yeah, it's now getting pelted about the face with snowballs as this book is just spitting out snowball after snowball. One of my favorite spells that I don't think ever really gets used.
Snow-Luck?
Snylock Snowball
Yeah,
Storm.
I have that on my Draconic Sorcerer. It's
It
great.
takes 20 cold damage while the blue dog takes...
It's gone. It disappears.
The dog disappears in ninja smoke, while the blue dog is trying to bite at the snowballs that are coming at it and dodging some, getting some in its mouth and chewing them happily and getting a little bit of a brain freeze.
Like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Right. Wolfgang, you're up.
All right. Hang on. Gonna sneeze. Uh-oh.
Just imagine Wolfgang. Hold on a sec. Shit.
Busty in here. I'm going to level Requiem on it one more time. Firing off some shots.
Getting a beat on it.
16?
16 does hit.
Woo! 8 piercing.
As it begins to spin wildly as you clip it on the front of the cover there.
One more
Still staying
time.
up.
22.
22 definitely hits.
Or 6 piercing.
And you manage to shoot straight through its spine. It's barely holding itself together, but it's still up.
All right.
Blue Doggo, who just lost his friend, is up, unless you want to make a move or a bonus action.
I'm gonna bonus action, pop 2 healing lights to heal myself.
Okay.
For 6.
All right. Blue Dog.
Blue Dog is going to go for a bite attack. 14, I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah, 14. It can't manage to bite its jaws down completely around the membrane of arcane shielding around it.
Too many snowballs in the mouth.
Yeah, its mouth's so cold it can't even feel where it's biting right now. You're up though, T-Wig.
All right, I'm gonna run 15 feet out. How far away is this book? I think that's still gonna hit. It's probably not gonna do anything, but it's all I got. I am going to cast Oh, I can't reach him actually. Never mind.
Oh no!
I am going to yell out, and I'm gonna run out 15 and go,
No! Stop that! Get some help!
and then I'm gonna run back.
The dog
Get
looks
some help.
confused.
I just imagine you sitting down saying that.
Right.
I'm not saying it to the dog. I'm saying it to the book.
I know, but the dog doesn't understand.
That'll end my turn because I'm an idiot.
All right, Venariel's gonna run up. It's within 60 feet. As her hand glows with an awesome power.
Does it tell her to grasp victory?
A red streak of fiery energy shoots out and makes contact with the book. Are you fucking kidding me? Not quite killing it. The book is still floating in the air, charred and barely holding itself. It is nearly cinders.
I'm so happy.
Was that Scorching Ray?
It was Firebolt.
Ah.
Asmo, you're up.
What's the range of a throwing dagger, Nick?
It's
like-
I mean,
it's
60
respectable. It's like
feet, so you should be able to hit it from where you're at. I mean, once you step up.
Asmo steps up right beside Wolfgang. Let me! Asmo holds up in his hand 2 daggers and flings them both.
All right. Roll
As
a hit.
far as hard as they will go. And they get thrown. Ah! 14!
14, you just managed to, like, a charred off part of the book's cover, you just managed to miss it.
Take this! With my true power! And Asmo throws 23!
23? 23
Yes.
will hit. I didn't see it pop. There it
5
is.
piercing.
All right, as you hit it with that other one, it managed to, like, as it's spinning through the air, it cuts through the spine, scattering the pages of the book to the winds. You have defeated the evil book.
What books are these?
I've honestly never dealt with them before. These are different. I'm pretty sure they're part of whatever spell my grandmother used to seal this area away.
I'm not gonna lie, Nick. I was playing the G Gundam Shining Gundam theme when that was happening.
Good.
I needed
My love, my anger, and all of my dagger.
Dagger throw!
The dog begins licking itself from its frost-bitten areas, and Venariel works her way up to this altar that appears to be at the other end. Well, normally the book is stored here, but the case has been opened and it's missing.
You've been here before, then?
Yes, this is just a mirror version of our tower.
Hey,
Case.
Ralph,
I look to the wolf,
Oh?
can you give a little bit of a sniff?
and I point at the case.
Moves up there and gives the case a sniff. Venariel notices that it's
What
been
breed of dog is this,
recently
by the way?
opened.
It's a wolf. Yeah, it's a dire wolf.
Starts giving it a sniff through its cold, addled head. Go ahead and give a perception check for the dog there.
It has advantage because it is a scent-based check.
Yep.
So, that would be a +3. So the first roll is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Not gonna
So-
be much better than that.
Yeah, nope.
The dog gives a subtle and gives a woof and starts booking it back towards the staircase, sniffing
I
the
will-
ground as it does so.
Follow!
Follow Ralph, you guys.
I didn't know wolves
All right.
could bark.
Wait, going
they
upstairs. What the hell?
They can't. Ralph is super
it's-
special.
Yeah, the
Wait,
dog
oh.
starts going up a couple of
Benario!
up a couple of the stairs.
Benario, come on.
She's with you. Don't worry. As you guys head up the stairs. Oh, why did I only uncover that part? That's weird. Hold on. I also have to re-add the dog.
Sorry.
It's all right. I can't count for being summoned. There we go. Puppy's here. He's not big yet though. He's getting bigger as the dog awkwardly makes its way up the staircase. You guys can funnel out. Sniffs and it barks and seems to be giving some indication that there's T-Wig, you can tell with your innate sense with this creature that it's you're not alone on this floor, and that there's something else here other than the thing it was tracking.
I'm gonna use a perception track. Perception track. That's what the dog is doing. A perception check to maybe hear if someone is around or see if anyone's here. Because Venereal mentioned the guy likes to be sneaky.
All right, go ahead and if you would like to make a check yourself or use your passive.
I'm gonna use an active check since I'm
Okay.
actively looking for him. Pain 10.
It's very hard for you to tell. This entire area still you feel really out of whack here in this very unnatural space.
My head is buzzing.
Something
And it's not the
feels-
bees.
The
I was
dog
gonna say it was.
is-
Gonna say it was electricity.
Yeah, the dog starts sniffing Venariel a little bit. And Wolfgang, as you walk your way around that corner there, you can see what appears to be a sitting area. And hold on, I actually need to change up some of my sound effects for this one. You hear you hear what appears to be like the sloshing of water a little bit as you're looking around this area. Venariel informs you this is the alchemy lab that some of our students use when learning to make potions or various alchemical augmentations.
You know what I'm thinking, Benario? It's getting pretty crazy. I think you can leave us to finding the book.
Wolfgang, this is about the size of the room that you see from your position here. Well, I can't just leave you here. This is... I mean,
I know, but you almost
it's
got
not quite my home, but it's...
You almost got blasted back there, you know.
I'll have you know I'm tougher than I seem.
You are, but so are those
On-
books.
On the contrary. If, wait a minute, what's the opposite of... It's contrary, right. On the contrary, if she were to go off on her own and run into Loxley before we did, I think it'd be better if we all just stuck together.
The dog is still fervently sniffing at Venariel. Is there something wrong? And then it starts like sniffing the air again.
What is it, friend?
Gives kind of like confusing grunts as he like looks at her.
Seems to have caught the smell of the book, and it's on you, Venario, according to the dog, at least.
Impossible. I've been with you this whole time. How could I have the book?
No.
Maybe it's mirror dimension, Venario. Naravel.
Nah, I don't know about that, but
I mean, if they're...
Venario, hold up. Forgive us. Venario,
Yes?
there's a suspicious part of my brain believes that there's always an above 0% chance that Loxley is here right this second, and all he did was subdue Venariel and is now disguised as her. Now, I don't know this for sure,
But the real Venariel would, of course, be prompt and let us just determine that. Wouldn't you say so? Isn't that right, Venariel?
That's true enough. How do you wish to test this hypothesis?
Oh. A lot of different ways to do that.
If you wish, you can cast Dispel Magic on me, but I feel like that would just be a waste of time.
Oh.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
As you detect magic, sure enough, she does kind of glow with a magical energy, though that is inherent. A lot of that appears to be the inherent elfin bloodline that she has. She also seems to be wearing a few magical garments, circlets, a chain around her neck, and her robes.
Venariel, then allow me to ask you this. When we were dancing at that one social event, you remember the one, the only time
Yes.
you and me have ever danced.
I do.
What was it you said after you kissed me?
I didn't kiss you.
That's true. She did not kiss me. All right.
If Two-Wig can make a face, Two-Wig would make a face.
Pulls out a Sharpie, draws confused eyebrows.
Shall we press forward? Have I satisfied your curiosity?
For now. Forgive me.
Looks clear on my end.
The dog seems to be pointing out the direction that you're looking.
Okay.
Sniffing out towards that way and constantly going back and sniffing Venariel and back out to there.
So, all this green area right here, is this water?
It appears to be a liquid of sorts, yes. Gives off like there's very interesting aromas emanating out of this massive, what appears to be like it almost looks like a series of swimming pools sitting on the ground, or fountains that are full of a non-distinct kind of cyan liquid.
Does it remind me
to have like a ripple to it, and the scent in the air seems to be that of various chemicals and something that almost smells like fruity seawater, like
Does it
sweet
remind me-
seawater.
Does it remind me at all of the stuff that I was in when we were trying to subdue Bahoum?
No, that was very much just normal water.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna try and sneak in here. Ducking
Alright,
behind
go
this
ahead and
pillar.
give me a stealth check.
12.
All right, go ahead and move yourself out there. As you make your way out there, you begin looking around the room, and at the very far back of the room, the first thing that catches your eye is you see the man you know as Darrington Loxley trapped in what appears to be a bubble of this liquid, just kind of like floating there like, oh, this is a fine mess I've gotten myself into. He doesn't seem to be struggling or drowning. He's just sitting in what seems to be either a semi-conscious or ponderous state. But you also see Venariel standing in the middle of the ring. It's in the middle of the ring, brother! Holding a book in her, what would appear to be non-dominant hand.
Oh my god, I was just fucking shooting out ideas.
Well, you shot out the right one.
Can you repeat again what's going on? I'm losing my mind here.
You see what appears to be Mirror Venariel concentrating on a spell that seems to be holding Darrington Loxley in a liquid prison.
I would like to. I'll turn to the gang and I'll hold a finger in front of my lips.
Yeah, she's gazing down into a book, very befuddled-like. She seems to be looking over it, relatively confused.
I will press onward.
Okay.
Anybody else wish to stealth in?
Stealth in, yeah.
Oswald stealth in.
Then also stealth.
Oh, Mr. Doggo, no.
15.
The dog starts barking as Venariel walks away. And the mirror Venariel in the center of the room starts looking around for what could be making that noise. And I'm going to give her another... Holy shit. Yeah, she still doesn't notice you, Wolfgang. She does notice T-Wig as T-Wig walks out.
I just walk in normally because I rolled a 4.
Yeah, and she
Hey, you
points
guys
over
want to
to
see a
you,
cool
T-Wig.
trick?
There's no fun yet on here. Yeah, no fun yet, bad.
I'd like to look at her. The mirror of an Ariel.
She is an exact copy, less singed. She does look like she's been through, like, a little bit of a tussle, but not much of one. Almost as though she had just given a very long chase. Not so much that she's been damaged in any way, but if it weren't for the battle damage that your Venariel had received, she is the spitting image, aside from holding the book in what appears to be her normally non-dominant hand.
In terms of magic items and looking like Venariel, does she give off a similar magical signature?
She gives off much more of a magical signature, just because her body appears to be entirely made of arcane. Also, anytime you use Detect Magic, everything around you glows. Like, everything.
Oh.
I'm gonna wave back and go,
Nevien.
which is hey, then backwards.
Give me an intelligence check trying to do that.
Okay. Two-Wig is smart. Question mark. You said it was just a straight intelligence check?
Just straight intelligence.
Eh. 19!
Wow, yeah, you managed to pull it off. With that check, you're kind of picking up that she's saying, "What are you doing here? Who are you? How do you know who I am?"
Yeah, guilty. I say guilty.
You say that, yeah. Guilty. Yep. She's never heard that name before. Or seen anything like you.
I say, I just point to myself and go, Denirf, which is friend, backwards.
What brings you here?
I point to the book in her hand.
Yeah, she points at the book. Are you like this one? Are you here for this?
Say yes.
Dallas. Swallow.
She begins casting a spell. Yes, more ma'am. Venariel begins casting as a massive water elemental swooshes its way from the center pool. And here is where we will end our session.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
boy.
Oh,